Broadcast. Bang! Want to welcome everyone to Global Markets Radio Daily Recap. I'm your host, Andrew Spanton. Thursday, January the 19th, 2012, 4 p.m. Eastern. What a day. What a day. What a doggone day. I screwed it up. I tried going short. I didn't believe it. S&Ps, as you can see, taking out the channel line. I really thought the Philly Fed number and the housing starts number would be enough. But jobless claims in the U.S. coming in at 352,000, much better than 387. A shocker. I don't think we've seen it below at this level in years. This might have, been the break. But still, 350 in an economy that's doing well sucks. You want to see 300,000, under 300 barely. I mean, that's a real number. But this market wants to go. Bottom line, can't fight the tape, even though we are selling off here a little bit in the after hours, a little. Google's earnings coming out. We'll see how those can be. But the bottom line is we're gone. Like the win. I thought they were going to reverse them. I didn't think this was going to hold. But this channel line is now gone. Now, I got to tell you regarding the S&P, I'm really nervous. Really nervous. Because let me tell you, remember, I'm a bear. I'm looking for the bear case. I'm always looking for the bear case. I don't believe this market should be trading here. I think it's ridiculous. But you can't fight the tape. So we look, where could it stop? Where could it stop? Well, certainly this channel line here would be a double top from this level, right? But if you measure this move, that's about what, 130 handles on the S&P, about 140 on the S&P. Well, you measure this move and flip it up, you're talking about 1420 on the S&P. But I don't think that's going to happen. I think this move comes to an end. I think we might get to 1350. But I think this is the exhaustion move. This is just ridiculous. S&P has now rallied 120. VIX under 20 today, closing. Last I checked, we still have a Chinese number coming out. That's a flash PMI number from HSBC out of China. Big number, in my opinion, 9:30 p.m. Eastern. If it's good, which it probably is going to be. Forget about the fact that CPI out of New Zealand was terrible. Aussie Kiwi coming in sharply. Of course, it had to rally. But you take a look at the Kiwi and the Aussie. Both had bad news last night. Unemployment not good. Looking tired. Little deviation. And they might come in tonight. But if you get that PMI number to be good, all bets are off. Last I checked, Australia does a lot of business with China. The job market, it's a one-off. Now, the New Zealand number makes me more nervous because that was a Q-on-Q number. Quarterly on quarter, 3 months. So that was a big surprise, down 0.3%. I mean, that's a shocker. It was supposed to be up 0.4. Australia, you can make a case it was a one-off. It'll be better. But certainly the Aussie, very, very heavy. Only making more the case for if we do take out this level, we're going to hit my channel line. Now, listen, if the S&P took it out, remember the correlation. If the S&P took it out, well, you would think the Aussie is going to take it out too. Absolutely. If this stock market, I tell you, the S&P is selling off here a little bit more, changing the dynamics of things. But if the S&Ps continue to go and they rally, Google's down $53. Microsoft, down also. Wow, Google with a miss. IBM, revenues, a miss by $200 million. That's going to hit these S&Ps a little bit. Wow. Those options were so expensive in Google, I even looked at them. A joke. Down $50, you barely even make anything. You paid $25 in premium. Crazy. IBM is more important. It's all about their guidance. Google also can make a comeback. You never know. But, again, looking at this Aussie dollar, and you look at the S&P, which broke out. Now, mind you, yes, we did break out. But take a look at this. This is an hourly chart of the S&P. Now, we're flagging, but what if we don't take this out? What if the news today is really that bad? Intel's up, though. IBM, we'll see what IBM's going to be trading. Remember, IBM has been a big one. IBM has been a driver of growth for the U.S. economy in a major way, global economy. Big blue, baby. So if that goes, but I don't think it is. Only a $200 million miss, huge revenues. So anyway, so if you take a look at the S&Ps, we're flagging here, but we're at the top of the channel. Looking at this all day. I'm saying top of the channel, sell. It wouldn't sell it off. I really thought we were going to come in today. I thought we were going to break, maybe close at 1292. Big sell-off. Never happened. No soup for you. Yuri Yang kicked my ass today. I was long it. I had to go short it. Having a good day. Ruined it. What are you going to do? But that's what happens in a bear market. See, yeah, a great trader makes money in a bull market and a bear market, but hey, not losing money. That's key. Squeaking out a win today, I'm happy, and I'm a bear. I want this market to go down. So it goes down, I'll kick ass. It goes up, I'll be happy if I break even. Comprende? So yeah, I mean, I could say kick myself. I'd be more upset if the markets were down and I tried to buy them than me trying to short them here and give them back today. Any second of any day, because I'm a bear. And the markets don't deserve to be here. I know in a year from now, 8 months from now, we're going to be a lot lower. So to me, I'm no hedge fund. I'm not able to stick in positions for 8 months. Swing trader. A couple days, So, but it happens. But again, that's the killer. If the market's down and I try and buy it, that would kill me. I would be utterly distraught. But anyway, so looking at these S&Ps, this looks like it wants to fly. I mean, look at that. Flag, pole, flag. You make a case cup with handle, and we're breaking through and we're flagging. This thing looks like it wants to fly. The daily chart we saw broken out. But you get any sort of bad news out of if the S&Ps are down 10, 15 handles, which I don't think they're going to be. American Express beat. And remember, there's some Greek debt deal that's supposed to be announced. I think that could be a sell in the news event right there. But listen, if they have these S&Ps at 1240 tomorrow, up 25 handles, you got to go for it then to sell. That's a sell on the news. So if that happens, look for the markets to be up huge, and then we could have a monster reversal on a Friday. It's happened before. So you look at this Aussie, it's going to go. It's going to break out, and we'll see how we close on Friday, which would be huge. We'll see how we close. The weekly also. Remember, weekly chart's going to be closing big. We might get continuation to next week. If they close this market strong, Houston, I mean, look, this thing has just been drifting up. It's 102. It's only 104. This thing's ready to go Momo. 400 pip bar up. Hello. It's been a dribble over the last month. So if this market's really going to go, this thing's ready to explode. So we take a look at cable also. Cable, way down. Retail sales coming out tonight. I'll be up for that. I think sterling's ready to go. Euro sterling, unfortunately, lost money in that today too. But it looks good. Continuation, cable, it's only up 40 pips. This thing's going to fly at least another 50. Can't believe we're talking about sterling. 155.50 easy. No, bears hibernate, and they know when to hibernate. And this bear is hibernating. This bear is saying, hey, if you can't beat them, join them. Dollar yen, closing not so great, but certainly a nice little pop. I think dollar yen buying on a pullback is worth it. Make you stop tight. Who knows? Minister of Finance coming out today. Finally, someone agreeing with yours truly. And remember, Sunday webinar, for those of you that missed it, 6:30 p.m. Eastern. Email me, info@globalfxllc.com if you would like to reserve a spot. Pound dollar. Pound dollar is always cable. But you look at this dollar yen, yep, it's certainly worth it. Risk reward. Buy on pullback. So the Minister of Finance basically coming out and saying, Japanese businesses, you need to take advantage of the strong yen now. Gee, what does that tell you? So, one of the first times I said to you folks, and the only thing that got me was Philly Fed, or I would have been jumping on board. I mean, look, sterling yen still looks good. Euro yen, the euro across the board, Euro Canada to the moon, breaking out. Euro Aussie to the moon. And euro sterling. So today was a euro rally. And again, if they pop this thing up again on a German deal and they got this euro up another 150 pips, sell. Absolutely. I don't know if I have the guts to be long. I'd rather look to be short on the sidelines. But I have no problem playing dollar Canada short. You take a look at dollar Canada, looks great. And, dollar Canada, dollar yen, maybe it's back in the yens again. Listen, I keep trying. And, if you're a steady listener of mine, I don't bring it up all the time. Well, you know what? I think it's time we get back in these suckers. It's only up 70 pips in the last 3 days. Luna yen. And they're going to take the stock market up and housing up. Look at the wedge on this sucker. We've spoken about this before. Go back. Monster wedges all over the place and break it out. This is a blue horseshoe call. Loves this chart and the fundamentals and the dollar yen and the dollar Canada. Remember what I said, though. When the day comes when dollar yen is up and the euro's up, that's your day. Right? That's your day. Now, this thing also is wedging. Now, it did come back. Mind you, dollar Canada, doji, you got to be nervous about being so bearish on this thing. Right? But we know you need bullish engulfing in order to get nervous. So, yeah, it takes out this high. You got to get out. But I think this thing slumps right back down. Absolutely. It's a doji. It's a reversal, but by how many pips? I'm not buying it. And again, if the U.S. housing market's coming back, if metals are coming back, gold up, it was down, but it made a comeback. Might have reversed. But you look at this. This was more of a Euro Canada day where they got the euro up, dollar Canada up a little bit, Euro Canada to the moon. And maybe dollar yen the same thing. I don't think so. So I think this dollar Canada is ready to melt. I think if the S&Ps go and we get metals to go, this thing could really roll over. What, you telling me that the Aussie is trading at 104, the high's 110, and this thing is 700 pips away after really going nowhere? You want a risk-on trade, baby. This sucker's ready to rock and roll. And Loonie Yen also. This baby could have a monster move to the channel line at 85. That's 1,000 pips. Certainly move up to 80. Certainly would make sense, given stock market's ripping. Everything's rocking and rolling. But again, tonight's big. HSBC manufacturing PMI, we need it to be over 50. If it's over 50, we're a go. If it's like a, bad numbers, see, I stopped myself. 48, then no freaking way. And futures down 10, get short. Big time. I think I'm forgetting about a bunch of charts, aren't I? Dollar Swiss. Rolling over. Love this Swiss short. Got out of it too soon, of course, but still very good to us the last couple of days. I think this baby looks great to the downside. One more break. I mean, this thing has air, arcing, 10, 20, 30 now, starting to perch. It's only off by 200 pips from the high. This thing can easily crack. It is its support. I definitely see support here, which is why I took my profit. But I'd love to see a bounce to sell. Broke this whole uptrend channel line. And through the 30 exponential. Betty bad. I could see here, or easily, another 100 pips, 175. If you look at this euro dollar, this baby's trying to break out. And it's way down. We've said it's oversold. Said it looks like it wants to pop. Breaking a whole downtrend channel line here. Above the 30 exponential moving average. I mean, this baby, the train is leaving the station. This thing might have a lot more to go. And again, we could explode tonight up to 250 and sell in the news. It'll drag everything up with it. But this euro, we get to 131 easy. Certainly, maybe even this spike up here. 132. That's 250 pips. Or 130.90. 130.90 looks easy. That's 130 pips from here. Easy. Look, there's air. Nothing. Zero. Nada. So it looks like we'll have one more day, but is this it? We're going to be up we're going to be up 4 days in a row and no reversal? I don't think so. We're certainly due for a reversal tomorrow. And then we'll see over the weekend. But you look at Euro Canada. Boom. Looks good. Looks like it wants to go higher. Look at Euro Aussie. Everything Euro. Nice move up today. Looks like it wants to continue. And, of course, can't forget about Euro Sterling. Just thought Euro Swiss would have been up more. Trying to break out, too. Trading against this, though. No way. Tell you, it's my trade for 2012. It's bouncing. Big freaking deal. Love it. Still. And that's about it. We'll take a look at crude. Again, people, if you're looking to try my service or take advantage of the webinar, free webinar. The trade, by the way, worked well Wednesday night. Thank you very much. There was definitely a trade in it. Obviously, you had to go into the Aussie number short, but still. It worked. Sometimes you got to get a little lucky. Looking at crude, at gold, almost at my channel line. Love it short. But we might have to get to this channel on here. Not yet. But this thing is setting up for a big bar up. And we'll see. Listen, with the Greek debt deal tonight, gold's certainly going to be active if there's any view that there's more printing of money happening somehow. And then, of course, we got Canadian retail, CPI and wholesale sales in U.S. existing home sales. I don't know. I think CPI, it's a muck. Some countries higher, some countries lower. New Zealand being lower, maybe. But at the end of the day, if it is a hot number and the S&Ps are up and gold's up, say bye-bye to dollar Canada. Absolutely. But watch out for that bearish engulfing, and existing home sales should help too. But I do think the yen's bear looking, especially given the MOF's comments, that Japanese investors and business should start taking advantage of the strong yen, invest overseas. Who told you that first? Oh, baby. Andrew Spanton, Global Markets Radio, the only voice you'll ever need, who truly loves to make you money. Oh, baby. Have a good night.